Marcus Conte reporting. I think people are starting to be nice again. Check this out. Got my friend here. What's up? It's Eric. Eric, what's up, Eric?
What's going on?
You gotta take the. That's how we're gonna do this. We're gonna pass this around. So, where are you from? You're from Queens, right? You gotta take the stick.
I'm actually from Boise, Idaho.
Boise, Idaho.
I'm a transplant.
Right.
Been here about 30 years.
Also a fan of the show. What am I doing? Am I doing it right or am I doing it wrong? What's going on? Whoa!
Definitely a fan of the show.
Crash.
I'm a fan of that
He's
little
okay.
that little kid who's riding around.
Yeah, he just fell on his face. And now he's being scolded.
This kid, look at this kid.
Oh, this kid?
He's speeding around with his dad. The guy in the purple shirt.
People are having
His
fun again.
dad.
Is that what you're telling me, Eric? Are people
We're enjoying
enjoying?
this beautiful weather.
So you're telling me that people? Do you feel guilty? Do you feel guilty for having a good time in a pandemic?
No.
It feels good, right? You don't know what it is, right? You don't know what to feel, right? It's all crazy. Shit's up is down, down is up.
Yeah. I don't know what to.
No, it's all good, man. It's all good. We're just having a good time.
It's a great day. It's spring. We're missing spring. Everything's already here.
You got the same guys playing the same song over there. That's not bothering you? It's bothering me a little bit.
Over and over again.
Even look, even the police are happy. See the police? Look at the police. The police are happy. They're handing out paper napkins for your face.
Are they?
Yeah, they are. If you ask them, they'll give you one.
Yeah, I don't know.
So we're up here in Washington Square Park. This is my friend Eric. He's a fan of. He's a viewer of the show,
Yes.
and so he knows. He probably knows the crowd. He knows his watch. We're not live right now. Just is pre-recorded, and it'll be up in a little while.
I'm a yellow vest in support of the French.
Oh, I didn't even notice that. All right.
I mean, I wish we would all start wearing yellow vests.
Right. Do you think we're at the point of a revolution? Did something click? Did something change in the psyche where people? Why? I just talked to two musicians. Right? I talked to those musicians over there. And they said that when you play music in New York City, you don't make money from the New Yorkers. They don't give you anything. You make your money off of the tourists. Right? And these guys told me that they are making more money now than ever off of the New Yorkers. And that is a fucking fundamental change right there. Right? Because that is like, that's opposite. They're behaving opposite, Eric. Opposite.
I'm a soft spot. I'll give you a couple dollars.
Right.
You know.
Right, because you're sitting here and you feel like, what do you say to what's happening with the millions of people up in the house right now? They're driving each other. They're afraid to come out. What are they afraid of? Why?
They're beating the hell out of their wives. They're being mean to their kids. They're afraid to. I don't know why they're afraid. They're afraid because they listen to the news. I was in the drugstore the other day, and I was bombarded by the news for like 5 minutes. And just all the repeated lies, the China, the wash your hands.
One after another, right?
I couldn't take it. You know, I wanted to ask them to turn that off as I'm buying this atomizer.
It makes you angry. It makes you angry because you know they're lying to you.
Makes me angry because I know these people believe it. And
Because they believe it.
They believe it, and they're afraid. I don't know what they're afraid of. People drive around and they have a mask on in their car
I know. Or they're walking solo and they have a mask on.
to protect grandma.
The police won't bother. I'm close to you. They're not enforcing it. I'm very aware of it. But
I haven't seen them. I haven't seen them do anything to anyone.
they hand you a mask. They say, "Sir, can I get you a mask?" That's their strategy.
I was in Union Square just a minute ago.
Which one?
Union Square.
Oh, Union. Yeah, sure.
The block. And there were like 7 or 8 cops, right? They're all like 2-3 feet away, like normal.
Yeah.
They're not 6 feet
Well,
away.
you know, Union Square. There's a police station there, So a lot of times they're rookies, but there's there's a police precinct underneath the subway on 14th Street. That's why you see all the cop cars parked out there.
Right.
It's under the ground. It's underground. It's not under. It's under the park. There's a police station in the subway. It used to be the transit police, but now it's a police precinct underground. That's fascinating, isn't it?
I was just in Williamsburg, took the L over. There were two police officers. You know, you have to put your mask on
To get on the subway.
to get on the subway. You know, so
Okay.
you do.
Okay,
But-
for now.
But see how that guy's wearing his mask under his chin?
Right.
That's how they do it.
That's okay.
Your nose exposed.
What if they told us next that we have new research, new science says that in order to kick the coronavirus, you have to hold a ham sandwich between your ass cheeks, and skip 20 yards, and then we'll let you in. Are we going to do that too?
And shave your head. And it's been proven that coronavirus sticks to clothing. So clothing is no longer.
Does it really? I wear the same shit every day. The only thing I'm worried about. I don't wear the same shit every day. I'm worried about my sneakers. My sneakers, because when you walk through like a public bathroom, I'm still a little paranoid. I'm being safe, not sorry.
Of COVID 1984, or just in general cleanliness, you take your shoes off, you know, you don't wear them in your house, just normal stuff.
What about
So
Fauci?
normal.
What about Fauci? Did you see this shit? He's saying that the whole strategy is to find a vaccine. You ready to take a vaccine? Or you tell him stick it up your ass?
I'm not gonna. I don't need a vaccine. I don't want a vaccine. I don't take the flu vaccine.
Eric, why are people happier? Why are people happier now when all the life that they knew is gone? Why would that make them happy?
Because it sucks getting up early in the morning, going to work. It's a shitty job. You pay your rent, and you buy your food, and save
And
up
there
for
goes your life.
something.
And
Yeah,
now,
that's your life. You go home, you have a few hours to chill. You look for the weekend, then they make you work on Saturday if you're a carpenter, you know?
right.
That's why.
So is there misery? I mean, because like I'm working right now.
Yes.
This is work.
Yes.
Maybe people will realize that if you do the same thing a lot, it becomes you'll succeed at it. Maybe that's the boom we need. That's the boom we're lacking. The corporations ran out of ideas, and now maybe we're seeing. I'm not tripping right now. I'm totally honest that
Let me hear it out.
I hear it out is that the coronavirus is actually going to cause a revolutionary effect on people in a positive way. They're gonna wake up and they're gonna say, you know what?
You're hoping.
Life is too fucking short, man. I'm not listening to this shit anymore.
You're hoping hard. You're hoping really hard.
But I'm leaning on evidence. I want to give you the evidence. The evidence is people are generally not. I'm not going to say they're happy. They're bewildered, but they're generally not fucking killing each other. And they're not fighting. There's no crime. There's no crime. There's no fucking crime in New York City, and the police are handing out napkins, face napkins. Cover your face. Do you think it backfired? The oligarchs wanted to create chaos, and they're so out of touch that they got the opposite.
Well, we know it's not over, and there will.
One more shot. Now they're gonna whip out the heavy dose, and if you don't take the vaccine, they clear out half the population. You think so? Where's your
Yeah, I think
evidence? Bill Gates' greed.
Africa.
Why so?
Why can't he go back? Why'd they kick him out?
Why can't he go back? Why can't Bill Gates go back to Africa? Is that your question?
Why was he uninvited? Get the hell out.
You'll probably know more about it than I would. I think that he had some kind of vaccine there, and a lot of people got sick, like it happened in India. Is that true?
Yes, yes. And they kicked him out.
They kicked him out of India. They kicked him out of Africa. Now he's going for the U.S. and the Americas and Europe.
I don't even think he's a doctor.
Bill Gates?
Okay, I believe.
Bill Gates is not a
He
doctor.
doesn't
Bill Gates.
have a medical degree.
Of course he doesn't. He's a computer geek.
And
Bill Gates.
He's telling us all
What to do?
to wait for 7 vaccines. They're not going to have animal testing. They get people who are super patriotic to take the shot.
Do you think people are actually sitting home believing that? I mean, I talked about it this morning, and it's I mean it is fascinating. I don't believe people. Do people believe it, or are they past the point of believing about anything? Really, they don't even care anymore. They're just happy to wake up a little bit. I don't know.
Well, when you walk down the street and someone pulls up their fake mask as you walk by,
Yeah.
what does that tell you? It tells you they really believe it. They think this virus, you can get it in the air or from like sitting close.
Or maybe they're just being polite and following the rules.
They could be.
A little of both, right?
There could be that. They're just.
I don't want to
blending
ruffle
in,
any feathers.
Blending in.
I just want to go to the store and mind my own business, and I saw the police beating people up because they weren't wearing their mask, and I was just going to put my mask on.
You can't go into a store.
Hey guys, can I ask you a question? Are you guys wearing a mask? You're not going to talk to me? Oh, you're very busy. You're very busy? Are you wearing a mask because you're afraid? Or because you have to?
Afraid.
Afraid, right?
But you see how his nose was out, right?
Right,
And you know these masks are bullshit.
right.
And I'm a carpenter, and I just took my 30-hour OSHA, and OSHA is under the CDC.
Right.
And if you want to read OSHA rules, if you want to pass their test,
Mhm.
it's scuba.
Scuba?
Scuba. Like a scuba tank.
Oh, a scuba tank.
That's safe. All the protective gear and scuba. Not these filter masks. These filter masks, they don't take.
Right.
I'm looking around for a hardware store open because I want some cheesecloth.
Cheesecloths.
And if I have a piece of cheesecloth, that should.
How about a silk? How about like a silk scarf? Silk. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get a silk scarf. That's
scarves. They
that's
get
silk.
hot.
Nice. Silk.
This
That's-
is
oh,
silk.
that's silk.
This is from my father. This
Wow.
this is a part of my. This is what I inherited from my father. I swear to God.
Yeah, but do we have an interest in capitalizing off of stupid fashion? It is like an idiotic kind of fashion. I didn't give this guy the joke teller or anything because he wasn't funny.
Oh, these
Who was sluttier than my mother? And his answer is Brad Pitt. I said, bro, I didn't laugh, man. That's not funny. You're not getting $1.
Yeah. 50 cents.
You got to make me laugh. You got to do something. If I film the musicians, I give them $1. I know them. They're my friends. I know them by first name. But if I shoot them and they know I'm going to put it up, I got to give them $1. I got to pay them.
Sure.
I got to pay them. See, Indian trading. Maybe that's what we're coming back to, right? Why do we need banks? Why do we need banks when we could trade amongst each other? You know what I'm saying? What's he playing over there? See how calm it is? You see how calm? This is not New York City anymore. This is a different place. We have landed in a different place. Same time, different place.
It's a little friendlier.
A little friendlier, yeah. But still New York. It's still weird. But it's not hostile. It's not hostile. It's not noisy. Something's changing, I think. Something's changing. Hey, can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question before you do that? Or after you do that? Hey, can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question? My approach is off. I was a little slow. I want to ask him, are you wearing a mask? You're wearing a mask because you're scared or because that's what we're trying to figure out. Are you wearing a mask Because you're scared or because you're
trying
following
to-
the rules?
I'm trying to figure out if you're trying to protect yourself or you're trying to protect. Or do you think you're protecting yourself from getting the virus? Or
I think the TV is telling them that they're
Or
protecting
others.
you from me. I'm wearing the mask because I don't want to get you sick. That's the opposite of why they wear the masks, isn't it? I don't. Why does a surgeon wear a mask? To keep the germs, I guess, from going both ways. I would think to protect themselves. I wear a mask to protect myself.
I wear a mask. I don't wear a mask to protect myself. You know, I want the oxygen.
Right.
I just want to be able to breathe. A surgeon wears a mask so he doesn't spit into a sterile open wound.
Right.
There's no, you take OSHA, that's CDC, OSHA, government.
Right.
For a virus something this small, it's scuba tank. No filter mask, no, it's straight to scuba. These are all
You said scuba a couple of times, but I'm not really following what you're saying.
like a scuba tank
Scuba tank. So you get a scuba tank
with air on your back, like a
And-
fireman.
and you walk around, and that's healthier.
That's the only thing that protects you from something that's so small.
Oh, I see. I see what you're saying. Okay, all right. You need a
According to the government, according to OSHA, which is under the CDC.
yeah.
So
Viruses are sneaky. There's no I mean, I worked in healthcare for a little while. And I hate saying that because it was so long ago, but I do remember, basic hygiene, right? And biology. But the shit changes too because this coronavirus is a mutation of something else. So we don't even know how strong it is or what it could, what it could
Corona is the common cold. Coronavirus has been around forever. This is COVID. Don't get it twisted. It's either Corona, which is the common cold, or it's the COVID-19 84. Right?
It's looking like it's more and more. It's looking like a plan of some sort. I'd ask that guy, but he's schooling his child right there. Hey, can I ask you a question? You got a minute? Oh, we're having a good time though. I just wanted to ask you a question. She's very busy. Hi, can I ask you a question? Are you wearing a mask because you're afraid to spread germs or to receive germs? A little of both?
Yes. I'm following Cuomo's instructions, not Trump's.
Are you more afraid or are you following the instructions?
I'm following the instructions. I'm over 80, so
Right.
I don't want to get sick.
They scared the hell out of you on TV, right? Telling you 80 years old you're going to die if you catch it.
Yeah,
sucks,
well,
right?
Basically, but I try not to watch too much of the news.
Right. You watch too much news. You sit around watching too much news, right?
I'm watching funny things instead.
Right? You watch the news, you want to jump out the window.
Yes.
They
No,
said-
not really, but I'm not
You know what I
ready
mean.
for that.
They say people are having a better time. They're ashamed that they're having such a good time without because other people are getting sick. Do you feel like you feel ashamed for having a good time walking around enjoying yourself?
No, I don't feel ashamed.
It's a good thing, right?
I'm happy to be in my situation. I'm glad I don't have to worry about where my next meal is coming from. I don't have to worry about my job. So I'm basically, I'm lucky.
I envy you.
happy. Yes, I don't blame you.
And you look very well.
I have taken care of myself for years. I've not had it easy. I'm an asthmatic, so that's another,
Yeah, that's
not just my age. So,
I'm allergic to everything, but I don't care.
so do I. It's not been too bad this spring because I don't know why.
Yeah.
Usually I have terrible
No, it's
time.
pretty bad. I'm not wearing a mask. There's a lot of pollen in the air.
The last couple of days I felt it, yes. But yeah,
Hey, good talking to you. Thanks for your answer. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Have a good day.
Have a very nice
And
day
who is
now.
going to see this? Or
It's a YouTube channel. It's a bunch of friends that we talk about,
okay.
mostly fight about politics. So you want to hate me now? Do you want to, now that we're friends, you want to talk about politics and hate each other?
I just spoke to a friend earlier regarding, Trump versus Cuomo.
Right. Trump versus Cuomo.
Yeah,
Who would you vote for?
I like Cuomo. I like he has empathy. Trump does not.
You think he has empathy? He told the homeless people, "Get off the subway.
Well,
You're in the way of the workers."
That part is not the
He did
best,
say that.
But he has.
All right, and they're closed. They're closed to 1 to 5.
Yes.
Yeah, that part is bad. I feel
Yeah.
sorry. I know somebody who is a healthcare worker,
Yeah.
and so in between she didn't have any job. Now she has I think 2 days a week. But I have to tell her, be careful because she has a long trip. She has a long trip to work.
Yeah.
So there are many, there are pros and cons. But I think Cuomo is more down to earth than more on the level of Angela Merkel. Trump,
They all take money from the same donors. The ruling class is going to do what they want to do anyway, whether they get a Trump or a Cuomo, a new flavor. It's just they play on this. They play for the same team in the same stadium. You think?
You may be wrong. I don't follow politics enough.
Yeah.
Uh,
They all vote the same way. They all vote for $1 trillion bailouts for bankers, giving the working people crumbs.
yes.
Right?
That's-
Same people. They all vote the same way. They all want the same thing.
That's
Healthcare for all. Forget about it. Free college tuition for kids. Forget about it.
yeah, and I mean, Trump took away a lot of the things that Obama did for the people. You may not like Obama, but I think he did more for the people than definitely Trump. And Trump is undoing a lot of the things.
Do you think it's Trump gets accused of being a racist? Do you think Trump is a racist?
That I don't know. Haven't really paid attention.
What is racism, right? Because there's a sense that the people sense that he is against people that are not what he views as American, right? Like, or any other ethnicity other than white.
He's a classist.
He's a classist.
Yes, yeah. And nobody does anything for the poor Indians. I mean, the American Indians.
Right, the American Indians. We always forget about them.
Yes, we do. We really do. I think they have an awful lot of the COVID in those reservations. And what do they get? They get the kick in the behind.
Maybe we don't need presidents anymore. We don't need these. They sit around doing nothing anyway. Why do we need them? They're just making the problem worse. Right? What are they doing right now except arguing? Why do we need to be governed by a very corrupt system that doesn't corrupt people that don't listen to the people?
I think they want to all be oligarchs. They want to be on top. They want to get.
They're happy, right? Are they happy right now, or they're miserable? Are the oligarchs happy or miserable?
I don't know. They want to have all.
Well, if the people are happy, then the oligarchs must be miserable. Hey, listen, good talking to you. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Good talking to you.
Have a nice day, man.
Ah, she was interesting, right? What do you think?
She's cute in her outfit.
Yeah, she was an interesting person. So here we are, taking the temperature.
She's 100% wrong on Obama.
Of course. She felt good. She felt hopeful. She doesn't have the internet. She has CNN, MSNBC, Fox, so she's not doing so bad, right? You couldn't get into, is it a plan with her? Did they plan it? She's not going to hear that. She's going to say she might have walked away. Say, oh, you guys are crazy. Goodbye.
She was friendly. There's a lot of friendly people in New York. All you have to do is give them a chance.
Yeah.
You know.
All right, man. So kill it here, man. My arm is getting tired. So Mark's County reporting, taking the temperature up here in Washington Square Park on this sunny day, and there's a lot more people that are looking like they're looking to come out and talk. They want to know. They want to know what the hell's going on, man. They're snapping out of it. I think the zombies are waking up, and I think the pandemic might be something that surprisingly is something good. Right? Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens as people start going back to their miserable lives and realizing that they're miserable. Mark Sconti reporting.